All right, today we're diving into something that could really shake up the entire AI industry. We're talking about a new player that's promising top-tier, frontier-level AI performance, but at a tiny fraction of the cost. It sounds almost too good to be true, so let's break it all down.
I mean, just think about it for a second. What if you could get the raw power of the most advanced AI models out there, but without that astronomical price tag that usually comes with them? What would that unlock for developers, for small businesses, for pretty much anyone with a brilliant idea?
Well, this isn't just some daydream. A company based in Shanghai is saying this is not only possible, but it's here, now. And that claim is forcing literally everyone, from the biggest names in tech down to the solo coders, to stop and pay very close attention. So who exactly is this new contender? Let's take a closer look at the company that's making these huge disruptive claims and the model that's at the very heart of it all.
So, in one corner, you've got the giants, right? The household names: OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, the titans of the AI world. And in the other corner, you have this challenger you might not have even heard of until today, MiniMax.
The model they've unleashed is called M2.5, and its purpose is crystal clear: deliver that elite, top-shelf AI performance for real-world tasks, but, and this is the key, do it with an intense, almost obsessive focus on being cost-efficient. Of course, a low price is just a gimmick if the performance isn't there. So the big question is, how does this M2.5 model actually stack up against the big dogs?
Okay, so a low price means nothing without performance, and this is where it gets really interesting. On the SWE-Bench, which is a seriously tough benchmark for an AI's ability to solve real-world coding problems, M2.5 scores an incredible 80.2%. As you can see right here on this chart, that puts it shoulder to shoulder with giants like GPT-4 and Claude 3. This isn't just some budget model, this is a genuine top-tier competitor.
And its skills are not limited to just one test. This model is incredibly versatile. We're talking support for over 10 programming languages, training across hundreds of thousands of real-world software environments, and the ability to build entire applications from the ground up, whether it's for the web, for your phone, or for your desktop.
But the M2.5 isn't just about writing lines of code. No, it's designed to think and act more like an autonomous agent, to actually see the bigger picture.
This slide shows you exactly what they mean by that. Instead of just taking one-off commands, this AI is designed to manage the entire development lifecycle. It starts with setting up the environment, it moves on to designing the system and the user interface, it iterates on features, and then it even handles code reviews and testing. It sees the whole journey, not just a single step. So, how in the world did they pull this off? Well, a big part of the secret sauce is a technology called reinforcement learning. That's where the AI basically learns from trial and error, but on a massive scale. And MiniMax built their own special framework called Forge to supercharge this whole process, boosting its learning speed by an incredible 40 times. That's the engine that lets it think and act so effectively.
The practical result of all that tech is what you see here. The AI can just cut through the noise. It performs fewer searches and uses tools more efficiently to find a direct path from a really complex problem to a clean solution. This is a huge deal for tasks that involve browsing the web or sorting through messy data.
Now, to test this out in real business scenarios, MiniMax ran its own internal evaluations, and according to their results, M2.5 won against other top models 59% of the time. They even threw complex spreadsheet tasks at it, taken directly from Excel esports tournaments, and it proved to be highly capable.
Okay, so the performance is clearly competitive. It's legit. But this is where the story gets truly disruptive. Let's talk about the price.
This is the headline claim right here. MiniMax says M2.5 is 10 to 20 times cheaper than other major models, especially when you look at what it costs to generate a response. That is a game-changing difference.
So here's the breakdown. AI pricing is based on something called tokens, which are basically small pieces of words. As you can see, the standard M2.5 costs just $1.20 for 1 million of these output tokens. And for double that price, the Lightning model gives you double the speed. This pricing is just incredibly transparent and aggressive compared to anything else on the market. And to put that number into perspective, MiniMax shared this really powerful example. You could run 4 separate instances of this AI non-stop 24/7 for an entire year, and your total bill would still be less than $10,000. For any business, that completely changes the economic equation.
So we've got great performance, and we've got a revolutionary price point. What's the bigger picture here? What does this actually mean for the future of AI?
Well, MiniMax states their goal very, very clearly. They want to completely remove cost as a barrier, so that any business can use these advanced AI agents without constantly having to worry about a massive, ballooning budget. And this right here is the ultimate takeaway. For years, access to the most powerful AI has been limited by how crazy expensive it is. If that barrier comes crashing down, it could democratize the whole field of AI development and spark a massive wave of innovation from people and teams who were previously just priced out of the market.
So that leaves us with a final and pretty exciting question. When the most powerful tools are accessible to everyone, not just the giants, what new ideas, what new applications, and what new solutions are going to emerge? What will you build?